Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is SHAHIRAH AQILAH BINTI SAIDI, number matric F1091. So today I will demonstrate how I develop the BMI calculator application for practical work 2, question 1 using Python programming. This question requires me to create a module named BMI_utils.python to separate the BMI calculation logic from the main program. First, I will create a new Python file named bmi_utils.python. This file will contain the BMI calculation function. So here I define a function called calculate_BMI. This function accepts two parameters which are weight in kilogram and height in meters. This line applies the BMI formula, which is weight divided by height square. The return statement sends the calculated BMI value back to the main program. So after completing the function, I save the module. Next, I will create the main program file. This file will handle user input called the BMI function and display the result. First, I import the BMI_utils module so that I can use the calculate_BMI function created earlier. Here, I ask the user to enter their weight and height. I use the float function because the input may contain decimal values. So this statement calls the calculate BMI function from the BMI_utils module. The calculated BMI value is stored inside the variable named BMI. Next, I use if, leave and else statements to classify the BMI result. So the category follows the BMI range given in the question. The first print statement displays the BMI value. I use .2f to round the BMI result into 2 decimal places. So the second print statement displays the BMI category. The program successfully calculates the BMI and displays the correct category. So in conclusion, this program uses a Python module and function to perform BMI calculation. The calculation logic is separated from the main program, making the program more organized and easy to maintain. Next, I will demonstrate how I develop question 2 from practical work 2 using object-oriented programming in Python. So this program is a library management system that uses classes, objects, inheritance, and magic methods. First, I create a new Python file name question2.python. In this program, I will create a parent class called book and a child class called reference book. First, I create a class named book. So this class will act as the parent class that contains common book information. And here I use the underscore init magic method. Underscore init underscore is a constructor that is automatically called when an object is created, and it is used to initialize the attributes of the objects, which are title and author. So self means refers to the current object that is being created. Next, I created a method called display_info. This method is used to display the book title and author information. Next, I create a child class named reference book. The class inherits from the parent class book. By using inheritance, reference book can access the attribute and methods from book. So in this constructor, reference book has 3 attributes, which are title, author, and subject. So super is used to call the constructor from the parent class. This allows me to reuse the title and author initialization from the book class. Then I add a new attribute called subject because reference book has additional information. Here, I override the display_info method from the parent class. I use super display_info to display the title and author from the parent class. Then I add the subject information from the child class. So _str_ is another magic method in Python. It controls how an object is displayed when I print the object directly. So instead of showing the memory address of the object, Python will display a readable string format. So this main execution block ensures that the following code will run when this file is executed directly. Here, I collect 3 inputs from the user, which are book title, author, and also subject. So this line creates an object name book 1 from the reference book class. The object stores the information entered by the user. So this calls the display underscore info method to show the details of the book. Here I print the object directly. Python automatically calls the underscore str underscore magic method to display the object in a readable format. So in conclusion, this program demonstrates object-oriented programming concepts in Python. The book class acts as a parent class while reference book inherits from it. The program also demonstrates magic methods such as underscore init, underscore, and underscore str underscore to initialize objects and control object representation. So I think that's all from me. Thank you so much.